from the Scenic Rim in Queensland, and I'm coming to you live today on Friday the 23rd of February 2024 from my craft room here in the Scenic Rim in Queensland. So welcome. When you jump on, please say hello, let me know where you're watching from, and I'm going to do a Friday fun fold card today. So this card is a really good, fun, easy fun fold card, and it's a really good card for actually using some of your designer series paper. So if you are a designer series paper hoarder and you are too scared to cut your paper, this card will actually get you to get out that paper and make some quick, easy cards, because after all, fun folds are great, but they need to be easy. They need to be something that is really easy to understand, easy to make multiples of, and not too much hard instruction as far as I'm concerned when it comes to fun folds. So I can see a few of you are getting the notification. It takes a little while for the notification to actually go out there. So I can't believe we are at the 23rd of February 2024. That means, sadly, our celebration is going to end very soon, which is sad. It's the best time to buy and it's the best time to join Stampin' Up. So I can't believe that we have, what is it? 6 more days left of being able to earn freebies and being able to make the best of this awesome joining offer. So please feel free to give me the thumbs up if you love what I do today. Please feel free to comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Ask me questions as we craft today, because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to show you some of our awesome brand new Stampin' Up products, and I'm also here to show you tips and tricks to make your crafting easier. So if this is the first time you've watched, please give me a shout out. Let me know that it's you're a first timer, because I love seeing that I'm reaching more people. So who have we got on this morning? Good morning, Janice. Good morning, Faith, Mary Ellen, hello. Darby from Canada, welcome. Susan from Victoria, welcome. Yes, Theo is ready to craft. The crafty cat is in the house. Yes, he's in the craft studio and he's doing his usual amount of work. He's doing it really tough. Good morning, Dell. Welcome. Margaret, welcome. Sharon from Michigan, USA, welcome. Paper Hugs from Tennessee, welcome. I'm actually going to Nashville, Tennessee on my way home from the incentive trip. I'm super excited. Not sure, Paper Hugs, where you're from, whether you're close to Nashville, but I will be spending 3 nights in Nashville on my way home from the Mexico incentive trip. Good morning, Patricia. Janelle, welcome, all the way from Warwick, welcome. All right. So we're going to have some fun today, and we're going to use up some designer series paper. So these 12 by 12 sheets of designer series paper, don't hoard them. Please get them out, get them on your craft desk, cut them up, and actually use that beautiful, glorious paper. Good morning, Daryl. Welcome from Casino. Welcome, Karen. Welcome. 2 hours away. Okay. The other person, do you know Dana Sullivan? She's from Tennessee as well, but she's about 2 hours away, she said too. Good morning, Julie. Welcome from Victoria. Welcome. Lovely to see you all. All right, so I'm going to get started. So I'm doing this great, easy fun fold today. And I mean, the one thing about fun folds is making sure that they're easy, making sure that when we actually are creating them, sorry, I'm just moving my camera there, that they are easy. I don't know what's going on with my camera at the moment. It's like it keeps moving out of where it should be. I don't really know what's going on with it. Oh, it doesn't want to stay there. Sorry if I'm making everybody giddy. It's it's doing something weird, but anyway, so welcome to the people that are joining. Who else have we got? Robin, welcome, lovely to see you. We have Lorraine, welcome, Lorraine, lovely to see you. And Sue, welcome. All right, so a couple of things. We've got some great kits and things that are available at the moment through our online exclusive products. So we have the gorgeous the home decor kit, the 4, I don't know why I keep saying 3, but the 4 They're like shadow box frames, and you can make these 3D plants. So for the plant lovers out there and the home decor, I think this is fantastic. You get 4 frames, everything comes in the kit. 4 frames, you get all the die cuts and everything all ready to go, and they are super, super cute, these frames. Beautiful white frames. They have a nice clear perspex that goes in the front, so they're not dust collectors, because that's what everyone says about the shadow boxes. They're dust collectors. These have a clear acetate sheet across the front, so you will be able to use them in your home without the dust gathering. And of course, and there goes my camera again. Can you see it moving? I'm not even touching it. Can you see my camera moving? I don't know what's going on here. Something is happening with it. Let's see whether. I am so sorry. It's decided to do the crazy thing of moving on me. So please let me know if it moves in the video. Oh my God. If it moves in the video, please let me know. I don't know what is going on there. We need that to go back up there. Okay, let's hope that that is going to, you're going to see part of my desk here, but it is what it is. So good morning. I've got Jill, welcome. Christine, Janine, welcome. Elizabeth, welcome. All right, so we've got the birthday kit as well. So this birthday kit, you make 6 cards and 6 gift tags. So it's great, perfect for your gift giving for birthdays as well. Card buffet is happening this Saturday. So tomorrow, card buffet is happening. Now, if you wanted to get the online kit, you can still, there is still time to be able to get the online kit, and that is still crooked. Ugh. There is still time to get the online kit. So what happens with the online kit, you will actually need the craft supplies. You will actually need the bundles and things that I'm using, but you get to make 8 cards. So the online kit is still $50 to receive it, and I'm cutting kits. Well, I'm nearly finished the kits, so I have a couple of kits free if someone wanted to be a late registrar. Creative Card Club is a fantastic card club that I do every month. You get a quarter pack of designer series paper, you get cardstock, you get a full pack of embellishments, you get ribbon, you get a full color PDF tutorial showing you exactly how to make the 4 beautiful cards that we make, and you'll have lots and lots of supplies left over. It is a rolling subscription. It actually costs $50 per month to have it by mail. It costs $45 per month to actually attend in person. So this is my monthly in-person class, and it is also a class to go by mail. All right, joining offer. We have a couple of joining offers. So we have the extra product, or we have the glass mat offer. So depending on what is your flavor, like what you want. If you want the glass mat studio, you get the glass mat studio, which is $106 for free, and you get to choose $235 worth of product. Both kits only cost $169. So depending on which way you go, it's only going to be $169 what your amount is that you're going to outlay. So you get to choose a glass mat studio and $235 worth of product with option 1. Option 2, you get to choose $286 worth of product. You don't get the glass mat, but you will get $286 worth of product for $169. So super, super excellent way to purchase your products, and you'll have a 20% discount ongoing. Now, for anyone that joining is not on the cards for you, or you're not really interested in joining Stampin' Up, at the moment we have 6 days left to earn freebies. So with $180, you can earn a level 2 item. With $90, you can earn a level 1 item, and that's all out of our little celebration catalog, which is this little green one here. So there's some, and we've also got some added extra things in as well. But the detailed dogwood stamp that I used Wednesday or Tuesday, whichever day it was. It is a beautiful stamp, and you can earn that stamp for free with a $180 order. Or for a $180 order, you can actually get the Softly Sophisticated, which is the embossing folder and the stamp set that goes with it as well. But we have 6 more days left, people, and it will be gone skis. So it's time to get in and place those orders to make sure that you get your freebies. All right. I am so crooked here today. It's not funny. I am using the Everyday Details stamp set and die set today. Now, I have got my my measurements over here on the side. So anyone that wants the measurements of this card, here they are here. So I've gone ahead of time and I've actually cut out a few things. So we're going to be using the Everyday Details stamp set. We're going to be using the awesome dies that go with it. And I mean, they're everywhere in here because I've been using them. So they have the circle dies and there's some over there that I've been using. So there's another circle die there and there's another rectangle die there. But we're going to be using the dies as well as the stamps today. The dies are gorgeous. Like, honestly, they give you that round dotted border on all of them. So the first thing that I have done is I've cut a card base, which is cut at 5 3/4 inches this way by 4 inches that way. I've then cut some designer series paper. Now I'm going to go through cutting this designer series paper and scoring it so you know. So what you need to do is you need to be aware if you've got directional paper, so a pattern that goes in a certain direction, you need to be aware of that pattern, and I'll tell you why. So sometimes it's easy when you're doing a card like this to have a designer series paper that it's not directional, and if that's the case, then you don't have to worry. You can cut it and score it and it'll be all okay. But sometimes you have paper like this that it has direction, so all the birds need to be upright. So I'm going to actually show you how to cut this paper and how to score this paper to make sure that your direction of the paper is going in the right direction. All right, so I'm going to open up my trimmer. Even though I've cut and scored this, I'm going to open it up anyway. So what I did was with my 12 by 12, I cut it at 5 1/4 inches by 11 1/4 inches. Okay, so 5 1/2 inches this way by 11 1/4 inches that way. Now, because we've got the pattern here, so I've got a reverse side pattern that it's just a plain neutral pattern, and I've also got the pattern of the birds. So because I want the birds to be upright, the main thing that you need to do when you go to score this is whatever pattern is directional and you've got it up the right way, you've got to turn it the opposite way when you go to score. Okay, so turn your pattern upside down when you go to score. And then what we're going to do is we are going to score it at 3 3/4. So we've got a score line there at 3 3/4. We're then going to score it at 6 1/2. 6 1/2 there. So scoring it there. And then we're going to score it at 9 1/4. 9 1/4. Okay, so we've scored at 3 3/4, 6 1/2, and 9 1/4. So once you've actually got your designer series paper scored and ready to go, then what you're going to do is you're going to turn your paper back around to the right way up. Okay, so then once you've got the paper turned around to the right way up, we're actually going to fold on this last score line that's over here. Even though it was the first score line when we did it because we turned the paper up the other way, it's your last score line over here. And we're actually going to fold that way, so in a valley fold. Then we're going to fold the next score line back that way. And then the last one is going to fold forward that way. Okay, so you're going to get like that Z fold type of fold. Okay, so we're having our pattern like that, and then of course we've got our Z fold happening there. So the first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply that designer series paper to my card base. Okay, so I've got my card base cut 1/4 inch larger than my designer series paper. So this is a great way of using up paper, designer series paper. If you've got those packs of 12 by 12 paper sitting in your shelves and you're not using it, like, get them out and make some of these cards, because you're going to be blown away by how easy this card is. So I'm just going to line that up on my card base, and because I'm using liquid glue, I've got that wiggle room with my fingers that I can wiggle it around and get it nice and straight on my card base. Okay, so we've got that. So we've got our card base here, and then we've got this little fold part. Okay, all right, so then I've gone ahead of time and I have cut out a few pieces for this. Now, this is out of the dies, so I've cut out the large circle die for the front. I've cut out the smaller circle die for the inside, and then I've also cut out the rectangle die for the inside there, okay? So the first thing what we're going to do is we're going to actually use the nest stamp on this one, because someone asked me the other day about the nest stamp and what color to color it with. So I'm going to use that stamp today so that we can see and color. Okay. So my thought process is I think I'm going to stamp it in pecan pie. So I'm just going to ink up with my pecan pie, and I'm going to stamp that nest right down on that circle, okay, in pecan pie. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take, if I can find it over here, my light crumb cake. Bear with me until I grab, of course, that's my dark crumb cake. Where is my light? Oh, I think this is it down. No, that's dark crumb cake as well. Come on, where's the light? Is this the light? Nope, that's ivory. Ah, is that the light? Light crumb cake. Okay, so I'm going to do light crumb cake over the top. And that's just going to give the nest a little bit of color. So I'm using the brush tip end of my blend on the side and making sure that I'm being very gentle with it and not damaging that tip. Okay, so for the main part of the nest, I'm just going to do that. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of color on those leaves. Even though they're leaves, I'm just going to do them in crumb cake. I could actually, if I wanted to, I could have done a bit of green and added a bit of greenery in there, but I'm quite okay just doing the crumb cake. Okay, so we've got that. And I think I'm going to keep my eggs white. I think the eggs are going to look totally okay, just white like they are. All right, so now in our designer series paper, we have some of these cute birds. So I'm going to grab out a piece of the paper that has some of the birds on it, and we will find a little bird to actually cut out. We'll fussy cut a little bird. I think I actually want to do... Oh, I like this pink one down here. And I think, well, it's got Highland Heather. So I think we might do that one there. So let's grab that bird and we will trim him out of there. So this is the Flight and Airy paper that you can earn for free with a $90 order. And I didn't actually think I was going to like this Flight and Airy paper because I was like, oh, am I really into birds that much? But, oh, I have fallen in love with this paper. Now, when you're fussy cutting, remember to cut a little border all the way around, but move your paper, not your scissors. So when you're actually cutting, just squeezing the blades of your scissors, but actually just moving the paper in your scissors, not actually your scissor blades. And you'll find that you'll get the best and more control with your fussy cutting than if you're trying to move the scissors around. I don't know, as kids, we were all taught when you were doing your cutting out at school, we were all taught, I think, to actually move the blades of the scissors and maneuver the scissors around, you know, like, and I think to myself, people had such a hard time using scissors and cutting things out that if we actually had someone say, move the paper, don't move the scissors, we probably would have been okay. But, you know, although we need a bird going probably the opposite way, but I think that's going to be okay for the front. Okay, So then I'm going to do, okay, I think I'm going to do, overjoyed for you on this new journey. And then I think I'm going to do wishing you so much joy on this special day. So I think it can be a card for someone that is actually, going away, like that is maybe retiring from work, maybe going on a long trip, like maybe deciding to go overseas or something like that, that they're going to be away for a fair while. So I think in general, I wanted to do overjoyed for you on this new journey, wishing you so much joy on this special day. So, or it could be someone starting a new job. You never know. All right, so let's do the sentiment there, overjoyed for you on this new journey. We'll do that one. We'll grab a piece of basic white that I have here, which is just scraps off my, when I'm doing my layers. All right, so let's try and get this straight. Now, the last time I tried to do this, I didn't stamp it real straight, but we will have a go. All right, so I think I might actually use some Misty Moonlight, because I think it's got beautiful Misty Moonlight there in the coloring. Well, I think it's Misty Moonlight. It could be boho blue, but I'm going to use Misty Moonlight for this sentiment. So hopefully I'm going to get this straight. I think the last time I had to do it a few times. Yep, it's crooked. So can you see here how I've done it, and it's tilting down? So I need to tilt it up on that end and see if I can get it a bit straighter. So let's try that. And that is much better. Okay. So sometimes, even if you've got a bit of scrap paper, stamp off and get it and see where it's sitting, and then work out what you've got to do. So because it was tilted down here, I've just tilted it a little bit further and stamped it with that O up a bit higher to get it to be nice and straight on there. All right, so I think I'm going to do my normal little angle cutting, and I could probably, with my little trimmer, I could probably trim it down a little bit just to make it a little bit thinner. Where is my baby trimmer? I could, if I knew, oh, there it is. I was going to say, if I knew where my baby trimmer was. Okay, so I'm just going to trim that down just a smidge to get a little bit extra cardstock off there. There. And I think I'm going to go on the top as well, because I can get a smidge off there as well. I just like to be able to get my sentiments down as thin as I can, so that they don't look too bulky and chunky on the card. All right, so we've got that. Then I think for this wishing you so much on this special day, I'm going to do that on the little round one. Actually, no, I'm going to do that on this rectangle that I've got in there. And then I think I might actually I might fussy cut another little bird for over here. All right, so wishing you so much joy on this special day. So we're going to do that in the middle of our rectangle and I just missed. Okay, let's try that again. Let's grab another rectangle. So bear with me while I just cut another rectangle. Okay. I mean, I could turn it over, but I like to make sure that my dies are going the right way. I could probably turn that over and you could probably still use it, but I've decided that I will cut another one and restamp again, because after all, it is just paper. Hello, Karen. Welcome. Who else have we got on? Do you think they will ever bring back the mini cutter? Everyone always asks me that, Julie, and every now and then they have brought it back. I mean, we had a time where we could buy them and customers could buy them. They were a joining special. But yeah, look, like I don't have any inside information, so I can't answer that question. All right, wishing you so much joy on this special day. So we're going to stamp that there in the middle. All right. We could even just with the little nest. See, and it's a little bit like maybe they're leaving the nest. You know what I mean? So I'm going to stamp just a little bit of the nest here And I'm going to grab my chamois and just wipe my desk to clean it so I don't end up with that all over me. All right, so we'll use our crumb cake again just to colour that nest. Okay, so we've got that. So I'm going to adhere that to the inside of my card there. Gives you a little bit of room to write. You could, if you wanted to, you could maybe pop another one over on this side here. If you wanted to, you could maybe pop something there so that you could have more room to write. So we have that. All right, in there. Then, of course, for this one, I'm just going to add a little bird on there. Whoops, it goes that way. So let's grab these again. Let's fussy cut this cute little bird here. He's cute. All right. I don't like the way you're seeing my messy desk there. Let's just move that over just a tad so you don't see that messy desk. That's better. Look at that. Much better. All right. See, you all think I've got this really neat craft room and that everything's all in place, but I don't. Off to the left and the right is a huge mess. So I'm just going to fussy cut again. So once again, making sure that you are squeezing the scissors and moving your paper, not the blades of your scissors, and you'll find that you'll get a smoother cut, leaving just that little white border around. I'm a bit close this time, but just to get that cute little bird. Okay, and I'm just going to pop him there. I might even do a little bit of the nest on there, just so he looks like he's sitting in a nest again. We might just do a bit of the nest showing there. I'll wipe my desk again. So this is the joy of this beautiful glass mat, is that you don't need to have scrap paper underneath you. Oops, daisy, to stamp off. It is a cute fun fold, isn't it? I think so too. So let's actually do that. We'll colour that nest in as well. So for whoever that was on, I think it was, it might have been Marilyn Marsh that was on that asked me about what colour to colour the nest. So I've stamped with pecan pie and coloured with just our light crumb cake. So I'm going to add my little bird there. He can pop on there like he's sitting in the nest. All right. Now I'm going to adhere this one to the inside. So on that part that folds here, we can pop this one here. So that's going to decorate that part. Okay, so we've got that happening there like that. And then, of course, this one is going to cover up that one that we've got there. So we're going to do that. And, of course, I'm going to want some ribbon. We all know that I'm going to want some ribbon. So I'm thinking about how I can pop the ribbon here. Let me see what ribbon I've got. I'm going to do this gorgeous gold ribbon just for something different. I haven't used this ribbon for a while. All right. So I want to hide the ribbon in behind here. I'm going to do a little bit of ribbon in under, like on the bottom here, and pop a bow on it. And then I think I'll probably pop my sentiment up throughout the top here. But I want to add a bit of ribbon on there. So I'm just going to turn that over. I'm going to use my Seal Plus. I'm going to add some Seal Plus there and some Seal Plus there. And I'm just going to now turn that over, work out where I want the bow to sit, and I'm just going to pop it into that Seal Plus in behind. Oh, and actually I just did something wrong. Does anyone know what I just did wrong? Anyone know what I just did wrong then? I put Seal Plus on the back there, and I can't have Seal Plus on the back there because that's going to end up gluing onto my card. So I'm going to try and remove some of that. So we don't need it over there. So let's see if I can remove some of that with my sand eraser. So there's a trick for you. When you've got glue somewhere where you don't need it to be, sometimes your sand eraser can actually, you can just go from one end and you can see the sand eraser is pulling up my glue. Okay. So I made a bit of a mistake because I can't have glue there. I need everything to glue over on this side. So I need to be able to have that working around over onto that side. So let's try and get that glue all off. I think the odds are stacked against me this morning. Things are going wrong this morning. I misstamped. I've glued where I shouldn't have. But this actually shows you the trick of what you can do. So these sand erasers, they're called the Mono Sand Eraser. I just got mine off eBay. They're only a couple of dollars each, which is really, really good. But we used to have a glue remover, a glue eraser, but we don't have that anymore. And neither do we have one of these. But you can see there that has removed my glue. I did this trick the other day and I thought, you know what? And now no glue there at all. All gone. Okay, so we've saved the mistake. Stick paper over it, says Julie. We've saved the mistake. It's okay. So we're actually going to, I need to have some more glue on this side because that side is definitely going to be able to be hidden over here. All right, so now let's start this again. Let's wrap the ribbon around. We need to wrap it from here, behind, and we're going to wrap it around, and then we're going to glue it back into that one there. Okay. And that one needs to be at an angle. It needs to go up that way to get it to wrap around flat. Okay. And that one to wrap around there. Like so. So they crisscross over. So when you're wrapping around a circle to get it to go flat, you need to go at an angle. So you want your ribbon to be at an angle going around there. Okay, so we fixed it. It's all good. We fixed it. Let's pop our little bird up on dimensionals. But how quick and easy is this fun fold? Like, honestly, the Designer Series paper does it for us. We don't have to do much work, and we've got a fun fold, and we're using up our 12 by 12. Daryl, you have a glue eraser? Yeah. The glue eraser is really, really handy. I mean, the glue eraser looked like I don't know, this jelly sort of, I can't even explain what it looked like. So we've got that there. Of course, we're going to do a bow with our ribbon because we can't have a card without a bow, seeing I'm the bow lady from Bow Desert. That's going to stick with me now. The bow lady from Bow Desert. All right. So we've tied a cute bow. I went to bingo last night and I was still finishing off my kits for tomorrow and I had all these bows to tie. So I took a plastic box with me last night to bingo, and before bingo started, I sat and tied all my bows, and I had tied 48 bows, I think, while I was sitting waiting for bingo to start. All right, so I'm going to add some Seal Plus on there for my bow to sit in. So Seal Plus like that. We've got a gorgeous bow. We've got our beautiful bird. Now I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals on the front there. So I'm just going to run dimensionals just along that edge. You could put the dimensionals straight onto your card if you wanted to, straight onto your card front, so that you make sure that you're not overhanging with your dimensionals anywhere. I'm sure I can eyeball this well enough to make sure that I've got my dimensionals all on the, you think you would, yeah. None of this is going to be seen. The only thing that's going to be seen is the ribbon in behind, Sue. You could cut another circle and layer a circle on behind if you wanted to. Great idea. All right, so I'm just going to do that. And then, of course, that's going to pop on the front there like that. Okay, so now we've got, so you can see it's only got the ribbon that you can see behind. So it's nothing, it's no big major dilemma. All right, so I'll just get rid of my dimensional backings, which they'll probably end up on the floor anyway. All right, so now I'm just going to pop up that sentiment on there. So I think I'm going to pop that one up on dimensionals as well. All right. And I think that can go right there like that. All right, so now, of course, we need some cute little embellishments. And I think I'm going to go for, yes, my tinsel gems, because I think, and this is the tinsel gems 3-pack, because we've got some beautiful little fresh freesia ones in there, or Highland Heather. I'm not sure which ones, but there. All right, so let's grab my take your pick tool with my putty end, and we will pick up some of these cute little, whoa, I picked it up, but I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is, right there. All right, that, and we'll use a little one here, and we'll pop a little one up there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need a 5th one, which we might pop. Maybe just in here. There we go. And then, of course, what is a card without some Wink of Stella? I mean, we can't live without our Wink. So let's see if I've got some in here. I do. We might put some Wink of Stella on our bird. So as I said, last chance, we've got like 4 days to be able to, and we might put some on our eggs, to be able to earn this free Flight and Airy paper. So if you love this paper, like honestly, jump online, do an order for $90. You will also get an entry into my giveaway for this month. I'm giving away a $100 shopping spree this month for anyone that places orders of $50 or more through my online store through the month of February. So we only have 6 days left. So you've got 6 days to get into the entry. So for every $50 that you spend, I will give you an entry into the draw. So there you go. How's that for a fun fold? Do you think that that's a fun fold that you might try yourself? Simple and easy, 1 sheet of designer series paper, 1 card base, but such an effective, simple card, and it can stand up. So for people to display it, but really, really such a simple, easy card to make, but a great way of using your double-sided designer series paper. So hopefully you have enjoyed that crafty time this morning. So I love, love, love coming to you live each morning. So I go live every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And I apologize for yesterday because I was apparently to have no internet, and then I did have internet, believe it or not. So I could have actually gone live yesterday. I was so frustrated. They give you a text message and say you're having no internet from 7 a.m. until 4 p.m. in the afternoon. So I was like, right, well, I can't do a video because I'm going to have no internet. And then after all that, they actually, they actually didn't cut my internet off at all. So I could have went live. So, but because I thought I was going to have no internet, I wasn't organized to do anything. So I do apologize for not doing that. But I do come live every morning at 8 a.m. Queensland time here on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook group. Now, I actually need to tell people that are watching in my normal Facebook groups that that is going to go away. Facebook is changing, and you are not going to be able to watch in. I'm not going to be able to stream into private Facebook groups. So you need to follow my business page, which is in the description. Please go over to my business page, like and follow my business page, and turn on the notifications if you like to watch on Facebook, or otherwise just catch me here on YouTube. So thank you very much. The crafty cat has done his big hard work as usual. He's been resting up there really well, but he's been hanging out with us and crafting because I think he loves chatting with all you girls as well. So I think secretly he thinks, oh, they're all going to say hello. Good morning, Theo. That's what they're going to say. And yesterday, I was actually on the phone. He's an indoor cat and he doesn't go outside. And he never really even attempts to go outside. Normally you can even leave a door open and he'll just sit inside. He doesn't even attempt it. And I was online putting an order in for a lady yesterday, and I couldn't believe it. I looked up and here he was on the outside of the screen. I'd actually left the screen door open like maybe that much, but he hadn't gone real far. He was sitting just on the other side of the door and he was sniffing the bricks and having a lovely time. But yeah. And I was like, oh, and I don't mind him going outside. There's not a drama of him going outside. It's just that we have big dogs on both sides. So I feel like as soon as they get a sniff that there's a cat in the backyard, that they may jump the fence and come and eat him in one big mouthful. And I don't want that to happen. So I sort of said to the lady on the phone, excuse me, I just have to go and rescue my cat. He's outside. Asked for a pay rise, Theo. Do you think he deserves a pay rise? Like, really? I mean, he gets fed, he gets a roof over his head. Yeah, he gets spoilt rotten. He gets pats. He gets to sit up on my lap when I'm watching TV. He gets to have a nice warm bed of a night time to sleep in. And, you know, I think he gets paid a fair bit for doing that. But anyway, all right, thank you everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I would love to catch up with you again on Monday morning at 8 a.m. for my next live crafty session. Have a lovely weekend, everyone. I hope you do some crafting in your weekend. He looks like he works so hard. I know he does. He works too hard, doesn't he? I'm coming back as a cat too. I agree, Julie. I think it's a great idea to come back. Now, for any of the supplies you'll see in the show more box, actually, no, it's not in the description of this video, but you can jump onto my online store and place any orders for anything that I've shown here today is available through my online store. And I will see you all again Monday. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you all again soon.